Sometimes, do you ever feel like the quieter you are, the louder your mind gets? Like your silence says more about you than your words ever could? Yeah, that's me. I don't talk much. Not because I have nothing to say, but because my thoughts don't fit into small sentences.
Sam, people think silence means emptiness. But for people like you, silence is where everything finally makes sense. And that scares others because they don't know how deep your mind really goes.
You know, people always ask me, why are you so quiet? Like being silent is some kind of flaw. But they don't understand. I'm not quiet because I'm empty. I'm quiet because my thoughts are heavy.
Quiet people aren't silent by accident. They're silent because they think before they speak. They feel more than they show. They observe instead of interrupt. Their mind is louder than the room. They process everything deeply, and they refuse to waste words. Your silence isn't a weakness, Sam. It's a filter, a shield, a compass.
Sometimes I look around and everyone is talking, and I feel like I'm moving slower than the world, like I'm watching it, not participating. And when I finally think of something to say, the moment is gone.
Because your mind doesn't rush. It analyzes. It feels. It listens. Quiet minds are never empty. They're full.
People get it wrong, though. They think being quiet means I'm shy, or uninterested, or rude. But honestly, I'm just tired of speaking in places where my voice doesn't feel safe.
People who don't talk much often learned one truth early. Not every environment deserves their voice. They speak when they trust, when they feel safe, when they feel understood, when they know their words won't be dismissed, when their thoughts are organized enough to share. Silence becomes a way to protect the parts of themselves that the world handled too harshly.
Yeah, I speak when it feels right, not when people ask. Sometimes silence feels like home, a place where I can breathe, think, just exist without performing for anyone.
Exactly. Quiet people live in an inner world that most people will never understand. Their silence hides high emotional awareness, deep empathy, constant self-reflection, overthinking, sensitivity to energy, a strong intuition, and layers of unspoken thoughts. Quiet people don't avoid conversations. They avoid chaos.
I wish people knew that. I'm not avoiding them. I'm avoiding noise, confusion, surface level talk. My mind can't handle shallow things for too long.
Because your silence is selective, intentional, meaningful.
So, what does my silence say about me? What does it mean?
It means your mind works differently. People who don't talk much often process emotions internally. Notice small details. Observe before acting. Think in stories, not sentences. Feel overstimulated easily. Avoid unnecessary conflict. Carry emotional weight in silence. Reflect before responding. Your quietness is a sign of depth, not distance.
I always feel like I'm holding a conversation in my head before I ever speak a word.
That's because you are. Quiet people rehearse, analyze, imagine, predict. Their thoughts are fully formed long before they ever exit their mouth.
Sometimes I stay quiet because I don't want to be misunderstood. I've said things before that people twisted or mocked or minimized, and it made me want to close my mouth forever.
Quiet people have scars you can't see. Many learn to silence themselves
because speaking felt unsafe. Maybe you were interrupted. Maybe you were ignored. Maybe you were made to feel too much or too little. So you built a home inside your silence.
Yeah. It's easier inside my head, even when it's loud. At least there, my thoughts don't get judged. You know, I don't talk much, but when I do, I mean it.
That's the truth. Quiet people speak less because they feel more responsibility for the words they choose. Every sentence goes through filters, analysis, emotional checks, internal review, possible outcomes, tone awareness, social context, and meaning. It's not that you don't have anything to say. You just want your words to matter.
Exactly. I don't want to scatter my thoughts everywhere. I want to speak with intention.
But there's something strange. Some people seem uncomfortable around quiet people. Like my silence threatens them. Because silence forces others to confront their own noise. Your quietness activates things in people. Insecurity, projection, fear of judgment, discomfort with stillness, confusion, curiosity, intimidation. Not talking much is sometimes more powerful than talking a lot.
I never thought silence could say so much.
It always does. Silence reveals who listens, who demands attention, who respects your pace, who feels threatened, who tries to fill every gap, who values presence over performance. Quiet people see truth in the spaces between words.
Sometimes I wonder, is there strength in being quiet? Or is it just surviving?
There is immense strength in silence. Quiet people are self-aware, emotionally observant, intuitive, strategic, thoughtful, empathetic, perceptive, grounded, resilient. Their silence isn't emptiness, it's mastery.
I like that. Silence as a kind of strength, not weakness.
Sam, look at the people watching this right now. The ones who clicked because the title felt familiar, because they know what silence costs, because they carry thoughts they've never shared.
You're like me. You don't talk much, but not because you're empty, because you're full. Full of meaning, full of emotion, full of stories no one has earned the right to hear.
Your silence is not a flaw. It's a reflection of how deeply you feel and how strongly you listen.